For both of you, what kind of statement do you feel like you guys made today against that team?
I think, that was definitely a statement win. It was good to see a massive crowd today in FedEx. I think we fed off their energy, so I want to give a big shout out to our fans. I feel like, they came, they showed up today, and we needed that. So shout out to our fans.
Yeah, shout out to the fans. Shout out to the fans. It was big for us to get this win for them, and obviously they came out because it was a big game, and we got it done.
Guys, Coach Hardaway talked about you guys basically doing all this for the city and for the fans, like you guys just said. Talk about how big the atmosphere was for a game against another top 25 team where you guys pulled out.
It was amazing. How loud it got after a couple stops. We fed off that, and we're definitely going to need that on Tuesday against Virginia. I only seen that big of a crowd one time when I came up to play here when I was at Alabama, and it was crazy. So I'm just happy I got to see that again.
Yeah, like he said, the energy and feeding off it was a lot of fun. It was different. I had never seen such a large crowd, and they were, like you said, you felt it on the court, and it was exciting us and pushing us to do better.
Two questions, one for each of you. JQ, what's the biggest difference when this game and the game you played last Sunday? And for Nicholas, how was it going against Mr. Hall?
I think we didn't shoot it well from three tonight, but we didn't let that dictate how we guarded. And I felt like we executed the game plan. It was a couple lapses here and there, but for the most part, we were able to take Joe Girard out the game, and that was my assignment. And I watched a lot of film coming into today just to be a step ahead on the actions that they would run for him. So I feel like we executed today, and we didn't make open shots. I feel like a lot of our threes were good shots against their zone, and they were going under my ball screens. But we were able to, not let that dictate how hard we played on the defensive end, and I think that's what I'm probably most proud of the team. That shows some major growth.
Yeah. I mean, JQ, he made my life a little easier because he's Warren Girard over from the screen, so I didn't have to help. But guarding Hall was a lot of fun. Coach Penny said in the locker room, when you're guarding great players in college and in general, you learn a lot. And I feel like I learned a lot. I learned a lot this game, and it was a lot of fun. He had some good moves. He had that little dunk. He gave me some work, but I definitely got some stops on him. So, like I said before, just got to learn from him and keep growing.
Guys in the back, this is for both of you. Coach Hardaway and Coach Brownwell kind of talked about how tired Clemson got, and I just wonder, as players, can you guys sense that? And if you do, how much do you just attack another team when you can kind of sense that their energy is low?
Well, we knew coming in today that they only play like 7, 8 guys, so we knew if we played at the pace that we want to play at, they wouldn't be able to keep up with us. And I feel like we did a really good job of that today. Not only P.J. Hall I seen him a couple of times super winded out there, along with number 4, Ian. They're two big guys. They were, kind of jogging up the floor. So, I was in a huddle just telling guys, like, get the rebound and go. They don't really run back super hard, and they don't have a deep bench, so they don't have guys rotating in and out. So I feel like we took advantage of the pace of the game today.
Yeah, and our strength in numbers compared to other teams, something we've been taking advantage of all year. So going into games like this, we know if we run the floor and we exhaust ourselves offensively and defensively, we'll get a sub real quick. We trust Coach put us back in if we're obviously in a flow. On top of that, he pointed out before the game, he said, when you get rebounds, like long rebounds and steals, that's when we push out, and I really think we did a great job executing that. I think every time we got a steal, we got a layup. So,
Jahvon, I'm curious, playing the schedule you guys have played where these games are back, and you're winning most of them, what has it allowed you guys to become here early in the season, playing this schedule?
I feel like we're just growing faster than a lot of these other teams that are kind of playing, lower competition. It's forcing us to grow as a team, to not drop these big games. So, I want to give credit to our staff for putting together a great schedule, because it's honestly bringing the best out of the group.
Jahvon, you've been a different point guard since the Ole Miss game. What's been the motivation behind it? And Nick, how does it feel to have like a better role as Jordan Brown has been absent?
I think I'm just playing my game, man. You know, Ole Miss, I didn't have a really good game, but I think I've grown in an area I've grown in is confidence. You know, I'm not gonna let one bad game ever dictate how I'm gonna play the rest of the way. So I would just say, you know, trusting my work, trusting the work that I'm putting in, trusting the work that I put in. You know, that's kind of allowed me to bounce back from that game and, you know, put together, you know, a couple of good games. And I just look forward to, you know, keep building on that.
Yeah, for me, to be honest, I don't feel a difference. Coach Penny, he's going to roll with whoever's doing good, so it feels the exact same, if I'm being completely honest.
Guys, over the years, this program has been on the opposite end of close games against top 25 teams, whether it comes to Memphis being tired or just, unfortunately, hitting buzzer beaters against them and stuff. What does it mean for you to be that team, to be at home and win a game like this and really giving the fans a lot of confidence going into January?
It's big time. It's big time. You know, with a fan base like that, every home game it's going to be hard for us to lose. And, you know, that's just something that us as players, we want to play in that type of environment. I feel like we were just able to feed off that energy today. So, you know, I'm looking forward to, you know, seeing crowds like that more often.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to closing out games, you got this guy. You cool, man, to be honest. When he got the rock, you know everything's going to be good. You know he's going to make the right play. So I think he definitely plays a key part in that because he's setting everything up. Obviously, we got Coach Penny, but he's controlling the game. So shout out to him on that.
Appreciate it, bro.
Did either one of you guys catch up with DeAndre Williams today? He was in the stands.
Yes.
To see you guys.
Yeah, I saw him. Oh, we talked. Yeah, we talked. He always gives me a lot of support, and he reminds me keep playing my game, keep doing what I'm doing, because they don't know what I'm capable of. Because obviously, he saw what I'm capable of when we played him last year. So I appreciate him for that. So
this is for both you guys. I asked Penny basically the same question. Today, a lot of factors went against you. Threes weren't falling. A couple of your key guys didn't have great shooting nights. David didn't have a great first half, missed free throws late, and yet you guys beat a top 15 team, hand them their first loss. What do you think that says about this team?
It says a lot. We're still learning each other. I'm going to keep saying that because this is a group of like 12 new guys. But it's allowing us to grow a lot faster together. And like I said before, it's really, you know, it's kind of putting the pressure on us to perform well and to really gel as a team and, you know, start really playing team basketball. And I just feel like, you know, we did a good job today of being able to not only, you know, respond in a good way from not making shots, but, you know, keeping the pressure on Clemson because, you know, they're a team that kind of just want to run their sets, and we were able to kind of speed them up.
yeah, and like JQ said, this team's gonna keep ascending. So.
Question for either or both. You know, David Jones had 16 of his points in the second half, and there was that stretch before y'all took the lead for good with like 9 minutes to go where he had, I think, 3 or 4 straight buckets. What is it about the way he's wired mentally that allows him to have that takeover ability?
We know he's our go-to guy to get a bucket for sure. The way he slashes is very, for a guard like me who can get to the paint, like he's a dream for me because he just knows how to get behind the defense when they get caught ball watching. And I feel like that goes, that says a lot about, like you said, how he's wired. He's always moving. He always has a lot of energy. And, you know, he's big time for us. You know, he's our go-to guy for a bucket, and he didn't let, you know, having a down first half affect how he played. So, you know, he showed some growth in that area. But I'm proud of him. He played a really good game.
In the back again, one more time. You guys kind of take me through that last defensive stop, about 9 seconds left. You know they need a 3. Defense is kind of what you guys have been able to hang your hat on to finish the game that way. What do you think it meant, and can you kind of walk me through that stop?
That was a big-time stop. I think that just showed everybody who was watching how much we wanted that win. I mean, it was like 5 guys on the floor fighting for the ball, and then a shot clock violation. So I think, we showed a lot of heart with that last stop.